All right, so my first few handfuls, I think it was like 5 or something like that. This is the next day. We had some finds here. That one's nice, a nice 39. So what I'm going to do is go through these, hold on to the best of each one, and then start the hunt again. But we're missing a 31D, 33D, that's a low mintage, 37D, 37S is a pretty low mintage one, 39D. I'm assuming there's D's in here. They said no S's, but we'll see what happens. Let me go through these, cut them down, and then we'll get into some more for part 2. Let's get into this second part of this 30s wheat bag. We'll put another 10 rolls or so. 10 coins, see if we can't come across something live. Well, not live, but... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will go... Hold on one second. Let me flip the coins over that I kept. Alright, let's keep her going. 34. Nothing there. Another 34. No. $39. 39. I get some damage there. Like his hair has been peeled down. I wonder how that happened. That's weird. Very odd. Okay. Nothing there. 39. 37D. I need that one. Okay. Nothing there. Eploribus looks a little fatter, but it's very worn and hard for me to tell. So 37D on the board. Looking for a 33D. Most of them we're looking for the S. I don't see that. So I got 38. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, another 37D. No. Not really seeing much there. Oh, happy to have the 37Ds though. 38, I'm not seeing anything. That's kind of cruddy anyway. Okay, nope. And a 39. Not seeing anything. $35. 25. No early 30s yet. It's like a little die crack right here. Nothing great though. Another 39. I'm looking to get like an earlier date, and then I'll shut her down until we come across something. I don't see anything there. 34. And I am hoping for a 36 double die. That would be great, but probably another 34. Probably unlikely. See, I don't know what that marking is. I don't think so. Nope. All right, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll go one more after this. I don't want you guys to be super bored. And another 39, okay. Bunch of scratches. Nothing else. All right, I'm gonna cut you off. I will bring you in if I come across something. Still working on the first handful. I have a 1939 under the scope with a couple of die chips on the right wheat. So 39 and the die chips. All right, let's keep it going. All right, the very next coin is a 1936. It is not an obverse variety, and it is damaged. But if we flip it over, look at that. We definitely have a DDR. So I need to figure out which one this is. Make sure there's nothing else going on here. Yeah, it looks like United is shifted a little bit. Yeah, that E is thicker. Yeah, I think we have a pretty good DDR for 36. I'll be right back. Let me figure this one out. All right, I didn't see it on copper coins. And the closest match that I can come to is number 1, best of variety on Wechsler's. What's throwing me off is this dot right here. It almost looks tripled, like 1, 2, 3. So I don't know. It's so worn that the die markers aren't really showing up. No one talks about the letters below E pluribus unum, like this O looks a little elongated. The E looks a little thicker. I mean, I know it's definitely a double die. Like that O right there has like a cat eye look to it. The wheat on the outside is thicker. Not so much on that side. A little bit, but not much. But definitely a double die. Just don't know which one. Spent a lot of time on this one, so let's keep it going. I'm going to say Wechsler's best of number 1. All right, I have another 1936. We do not have a DDO, but if I flip her over, again, E pluribus unum is thicker. We have extra thickness in of America. Look at the bottom of that E. Extra thickness in the wheat ears. The closest one that I can find for this is Wexler's Best of WDDR number 18. But there is like a marker that comes across like the wheat ear into the E, and that is not there. But there is like a die dot inside the O, which it looks like right up in here. Not that, but there's one like right in that area. There was something else. I don't remember what it was. It was like a dot between the M and the E. And then there were two dots on the back of the shoulder, which kind of look like, where am I? Like here and here. So I don't know, but it's definitely a double die. I have a hard time with that one. Let's keep her going. Only bringing you in for this one because it's kind of weird. A bunch of different color patterns. Kind of have like a, I don't know, neutral color, peachish, like an aquamarine, yellow, and kind of like it looks like it was a clean spot. I don't know, it's like the surface of a planet right there. All right, just came across a 1934 Cherry Picker, 1934D Cherry Pickers FS 101. So you can see the extra thickness in the 1, the 9, the 3, the 4. Kind of has a shift this way. And a little bit longer on that side there. Liberty is much thicker. You can look at the I. The B has that curve to it right through here. The same thing with the E. It's thicker, RTY. In God We Trust. Has that funky look to it. Very like a southern pull on them. The U is thicker, and then we have, let me see if I can, there's a die crack as a marker in the vest. Right here, it kind of, the curvature right here. Right there. So we have Cherry Pickers FS 101, 1934 Denver. Let's go. All right, so work with me on this one. I have a 1936 under the scope with some massive extra thickness. The 1 is thicker. The 9 is super fat. Kind of looks like it started maybe in here for a curl. The 3 is extra thick. The 6 is extra thick. If we come over to Liberty. Liberty is extra thick. Part of the R right in here is missing. Possible die dot, the top inner part of the Y. If we come up to In God We Trust, there is a shift in the N right here and right there. Same with the G, right in here, up in here. The O is super fat. The D is fat. W is thick. And then we have a little bit of extra thickness right in here, like the E has been shifted. So I believe we have a worn 1936 Cherry Pickers variety, FS 103. And that's what I'm going with. So I do have a Cherry Pickers 1936, just not FS 101 or 102. Still a pretty cool one though. Let's keep her going. Same handful. We've got another S Mint, 1935 S. So I believe that will also fill a spot in my album. Definitely scarred up, but it's a spot filler. All right, just pulled out another handful, and I am not convinced that this is not a double die, but I don't see a match. But this 1 is super thick. The 9 is thick, thinner up in this area, and thicker in here than it is down here. So the one that they show on copper coins, Variety Vista, looks different than this. The 3 is thicker, and the O is thicker. Just looking at other 1930s, this could definitely be a double die. And like I said, I'm not convinced that it's not, but I'm not convinced that it is either. So we'll just take a look at it. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right. Let's keep her going. 1935 under the scope, and we have a missing L for pluribus. 1935, missing L. Grease strike or filled die, whatever you want to call it. Let's keep her going. So nothing special on this one. It was a 1935. The obverse wasn't great, but I flipped it over, and the toning on this one is really cool. I don't know if you can see all the colors. That's pretty sweet. Like I said, 1935. All right, I'm going to end part 2 here. I think we had enough finds. I'm missing 39 Denver, a 33 Denver, a 31 Denver, some S-mints, which, again, I wasn't really thinking we were going to find any S-mints, so any that we find are a bonus. So we have those. This stack here is from today. So we have our cherry pickers, we have our reverse dies. We had that one that was kind of like a rainbow reverse. I'm not sure if this one was from today. I think that's our double die. Yeah, so that one's, I believe, also from today. I think. I can't remember. No. Anyway, those are our finds. I hope you enjoyed this hunt. We've got a ton more to go. This bag is barely even touched, so keep your eyes peeled. Stay tuned for part 3 and many more. Let's see what we can find in this. I've already come across a couple of cherry pickers, so fingers crossed. Please hit that like button right down here in the lower left-hand corner. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss out on any of these upcoming videos. Be sure to hit that notification bell. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.